Hello, welcome to my channel, Ideal Tarot. My name is Mem'ra. I'm gonna call in spirit because Mercury is in retrograde in Pisces, which can feel very emotional, like like you're foggy and old emotions are coming back up, rising back up, things that you thought you were past, things that you thought were done and over with. We're kind of extra sensitive and weepy and feeling confused and, what's real versus what's a story, what's real versus what's a story. It's just a emotional confusion and things coming back up. To clear out, though, of course, everything's always for our highest and best. Because Pisces is about deep feeling, very emotional. It's a water sign, so of course it has to do with our emotions and, compassion, spiritual truth, old wounds and old dreams, things resurfacing. And I think my kitties feel it too. They're over there wrestling. So, Mercury going backwards, which is retrograde, going backwards. So it revisits emotional stories. You asking yourself, is this still true? Am I seeing this clearly? Am I looking through old pain, old fantasies? Coming to emotional grips, admitting where you've been hurt and disappointed, admitting that, even if it's just to to yourself. Facing what you truly, really feel. It's not a time to start something. It's not a time to, start something new. It's time to pause. It's time to sit with yourself and ask yourself self-reflection, true self-reflection. Realizing where you might have over romanticized or over sacrificed something, or they are going at it. Feeling betrayed, betrayal, plus love at the same time. It's a confusing feeling. It's trusting yourself and listening to your intuition and trusting your intuition at this time more than any. Blurred boundaries, and at the same time you're trying to center and reclaim your power and center and set boundaries. It's like opposite energies. You know how, like, you have two magnets and you put them together and they retract instead of attract? They're like, grr. It's kind of feels like that. You're extra affected by other people's moods. So if you're an empath, you're going to be a double or triple empath right now. Tired, not knowing like where your feelings end and somebody else's begin. You know, it's all intertwined. Um, the medicine though for this time, and it's over. I think Mercury in retrograde ends around March 20th, somewhere like that. So, you know, it's just time to just take a pause right now. Just relax, flow, surrender, ground, breath work. Keep your feet on the floor. Keep your feet on the ground. If you can go outside barefooted, now's the time to do it. But being aware of what is your feelings and the feelings that belong to somebody else. Just actively assessing your feelings, knowing when they're yours and when they're somebody else's. Just kind of recentering in your truth. Recentering in your truth. Your intuition is getting loud, but so is your fear. So it's still those two magnets, you know, it's like your intuition and your fear, and it's like, and you know, you're trying to figure out, it's confusing you emotionally. It's a confusing feeling of emotions. So, you know, your intuition is heightened at this time. So is your imagination. And we all know sometimes our imagination can run away. So just be sure to ask yourself, is this my intuition talking or fear? Just to be aware of that. And that'll get you through this Mercury in retrograde energy. So I was going to pull some vibe cards to see where we're going to start here. Get a vibe of the energy, what spirit wants to talk about. It has to do with emotions. I know it has to do with listening to your intuition and knowing that, being aware of your emotions right now, knowing what's yours, what's not, keeping your fear at bay, grounding yourself, staying centered and balanced at this time, and resting, pausing through this retrograde. Okay, so let's see what spirit wants to talk about specifically. There's one, two. Oh, that was way too many. All right. So we got laughter, happiness, joy, and healing. This is a time to be conscious of being in your joy, being happy, staying in that positive, happy energy, laughing, healing. And there's the healing card that came out. Self-care, introspection, meditation. This is the time for that. Puzzled. This card has been stalking me, okay? Because now I understand why it keeps coming out, because this is a time of confusion. Confusion, perplexed, conflicted. It's that energy that's came out with psychopath. You know, it's like, why am I feeling all crazy? Why do I feel crazy? Mercury, Mercury in retrograde in Pisces. You know, if you're negative self-talking or being aggressive, or if you're feeling angry, unpredictable, these two energies, like I was saying, that they go, and they're total opposites. Look at that. It's like two conflicting energies. And you just need to stay focused. You know, when you feel this confusion, stay centered, focus, meditate, laugh. Oh my goodness. And there's three other ones. We've got family, thrills, continuous cycles, bad decisions, addictions, and then blood ties and inner circle, drowning, over your head, overextended, rock bottom. So, you know, all of this crazy energy going on is Mercury in retrograde. You just don't need to act on it. This is a time for you to just know when is this your emotions, your feelings, or is it somebody else's? Is this you, over your head, overextended, rock bottom, feeling all of that coming up? Is it all yours? And it's got family, so there's a lot of family stuff going on here too, regarding emotional, you know, abusive, conniving, unpredictable. I don't know if this is like family that you're feeling this from. It these cards are saying that a lot of this may be coming from your family, your close inner circles, blood tie. So you gotta know when it's yours, especially if you live with some of your family. If you have a family, you live with people. Know what is yours and what is theirs, because you know they feel the Mercury in retrograde too, whether they're awake or not, whether they're spiritual or not. They're affected. Wow. So family's been coming out a lot. So it's like your inner circles being tested, emotionally. So, you know, you may be going through some things with your family or your inner circles um, that don't feel so good. And you've got this conflicted, puzzled energy coming out, you know. So just be aware of all of these emotions, all of these feelings, because as long as you're aware, then you can take the time to sit down and meditate and heal and recenter yourself and ground. Okay, let's pull some tarot. What do we need to know, Spirit? First card out, Five of Cups. Grief. But I'll tell you one thing I am feeling is he's still got two of the Five Cups that aren't broken or shattered. So there is hope. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Five of Cups. I knew this was going to be a watery reading. Let's see what else comes out. What else do we need to know? Well, first of all, the devil flew in my lap. And that card goes exactly with this one. You know, so it could be having to do with some sort of addiction. Some sort of addiction energy, something coming up, maybe family related. You know what it would be if it was for you. And then the star. That's what I just said, that there's hope with those 2 cups. So the devil comes out with the star. So it's temporary. It's gonna pass. It's gonna pass. You still got your 2 cups. There's your hope. What else? Get a couple more, because it's pretty obvious here what's being said. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Victory. See, there's light at the end of the tunnel. You'll come out on top. Everything that's happening is happening for healing. It's happening for your own highest good. You will get control of the emotions that feel like they're coming up again from the past, but we're going to watch more. You're going to handle them differently because you are different. So it's not going to be the same. Don't be fooled by the energy. You can handle it maturely now. Anything else? You can handle this. You're different now than when these things used to come up before, and they caused you so much stress, and you made bad decisions and things like that. But now that you're aware and you know how to ground and you know how to read the energy, you're going to handle it. It's going to be a lot easier to handle. A lot easier to handle. Okay. King of Pentacles, getting grounded. And it's mature energy. Generosity. You're going to handle this more maturely. You've been through things, and the King of Pentacles is very grounded. Okay, that makes a whole lot of sense to me in the energy that's going on right now. I did want to, the moon has been looking at me all day. I'm going to pull a moonology card, and then I'm going to pull an inner child. But of course, we're going to pull a moonology card here. It's just very bright today. I mean, like even during the day, I noticed it, and it was very bright. And then as it got darker, it was even brighter. So it was just calling. There goes one. Anything else? Okay. Anything else? So 2 came out. A win-win outcome is in the forecast, which is your victory here. A win-win. And expect powerful change. Expect powerful change. That feels like the star energy. Be hopeful. These inner emotions that you have to work through are going to change you for the better. They are here for your highest good. A win-win outcome is in forecast. That's page 80. That is full moon in Libra. That is the sign of partnership, falling in love, and of closely relating to someone else. Since full moons are about climaxes and conclusions, this card suggests you're either about to start a new relationship or that an important existing relationship is changing somehow. I just looked up and saw it says, let go of that which is falling away. It's important to remember that people come to us for a reason and sometimes just for a season. If a relationship is ending now, it's doing so at the right time. So try not to fight it. And that could be your emotional thing that you're going through. Like, had this happened a year or two ago, you would be handling it differently. And somehow it's easier, and not that it's not emotional, but you have emotional maturity now and know how to handle these situations with care, with grace. Um, this card can also refer to a professional relationship. There is a sense that you need to balance your ego with someone else's needs. Balance. A win-win outcome is possible with give and take. Doing so might be the answer to your question. See the other person through the eyes of love, and it will change your perspective. So, whether this is something you're going through with the family and all these other emotions, feeling overwhelmed at work, like it said, it could have something to do with work. You could be overworking, overworked, overextending yourself, bad decisions, addictions, continuous cycles. It's time to let something go, it's saying. It's time for you to make a firm decision. Time for you to focus on yourself for a while. Self-care. Look after yourself, but avoid vanity. Now is a great time for a makeover. And then we have expect powerful change. Never mind the past. Life evolves every single day. If you want affirmation that you can achieve dreams and get your desired outcome in a situation you're asking about, then this is it. This is a card of beginnings, and there are powerful energies at work. But be prepared. It could be quite a ride. Could be quite a ride, and events now could even be jarring and uncomfortable. However, any new direction you take will almost always lead somewhere better than where you are at the moment. Exactly what I'm feeling. All of it's happening for you. That's the message. All of it's happening for you, not to you. Um, Whatever is happening now is happening for a reason, and you'll appreciate it later on. A new portal is opening up, and all you have to do is have the courage to forget about the past and move through it. You're being put back on the right path, and there is nothing to fear. So, that energy of the fear and the intuition, you've got to calm it, let it go, know that it's just ego, which is what this guy is too. The devil is ego, fear. Overcoming that, he came out with the star. So there's no need to worry. You're being put back on the right path no matter what's going on here in your situation. Everybody's is going to be different. It says you are being shunted toward your life purpose, and whatever is happening now is happening for your highest good. There is an important turning point in your life. So You know, life is cycles. It's cycles, it's waves, and we have our ups, we have our downs. Some of you might not even know why you're feeling crazy, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's Mercury in retrograde in Pisces. So know that it's going to pass. Know that it's going to pass. It's going to do an inner child. What do we need to know here from our inner child regarding Mercury, regarding this Pisces energy? Hey, we got 2 fell out. Let it come forth. Give yourself permission to feel it. So it's not asking you to turn your back on the fear or on your family or on any of those feelings that you're feeling, the emotions. You can feel them, but then let them go. Release them. Today is the day. It is time to begin the journey. It can seem overwhelming when you look towards the finish line of a journey you have not yet begun and see how long it will take to reach the end. But the finish line is not always where your attention belongs. It belongs in the space right in front of you. The journey begins with one step and continues with the next step and the next, until one day you will have arrived. If you have pulled this card, then it might be time to do what you have been putting off. Make a commitment to yourself to begin your journey. Through it might seem scary. Know that beyond the horizon awaits something more wonderful than you can know in these present moments. No one is ever truly ready at their first step. It is not perfection that we seek, but a life lived fully. 22, let it come forth. Many things occur in your life that we may be unable to process. And most, if not all, of these unprocessed events and emotions can be stored inside of us. If you have pulled this card, then it might mean there is a repressed emotion, a memory, or an aspect of yourself that is hindering you in your current situation. As repressed emotions can subconsciously fuel many of our behaviors and interactions within the world, it can be beneficial to explore this. Again, with the self-care, introspection, healing, meditation. It's just a time to sit with those emotions and feel them, be honest with yourself, own them and release them. You don't have to keep them. They don't have to be part of your story. I think I'm just going to pull a crystal. Yeah, crystal spirit. One of these and see what crystal might support us through this retrograde, this emotional time. We'll see what card do we need at this time. Which crystal benefits us this time? I hope it's one I already have so I can carry it around. Or else I'm going to have to go and buy it. Because waiting all the way through the end of March, I'm going to need some support. Petalite. I do not have petalite. Let's see what that is. 6 could be significant to someone. Witnessing, okay? There's being aware. Witnessing, the observer, an ability to detach, the impersonal quality of the universe. Sometimes life feels too close for comfort. Decisions are difficult to make when you're taking life so personally in this time. When we're, extra sensitive and everything right now. This is particularly true for empaths and sensitives. When Petalite spirit arrives, it's here to give you the ability to step back and observe with detachment and neutrality. Figuring out what belongs to you, observing the emotions and figuring out, is this intuition? Is this fear? Are these my emotions? Are these my feelings? Are they, somebody else's feelings or emotions? There is a place within you that allows you to observe without emotion. See the world with perspective of acceptance, trying to change not what you see as external to you, but rather the lens through which you perceive it. Now is the time to step back and observe what is in front of you. Didn't we just read that somewhere? Observe what is in front of you. Are you reacting to something that is triggering you, or are you overwhelmed by the sheer amount of information that you need to process and the time required to sort things out? Petalite spirit reminds you that a clear, detached manner will empower you to understand the true nature of what is in front of you now and to take your next steps in your own time. Wow, that's the perfect crystal for this is what you need to get. I'm going to go get me one this weekend. I'm going to need it if I got to sit in Mercury retrograde until March the 20th. I'm going to get this. Okay. Leave that out so I'll remember. Where did we just see that? What's right in front of you? There it is. Today is the day. It was on that card. Today is the day. The finish line is not always where your attention belongs. It belongs in the space right in front of you. So there's something about being present and focusing on what's right in front of you. Stop going out into the future. Stop going into the past. Come to the present, because that's where all the manifestations and the magic happens. During this time, you might want to reflect on questions like, or naming the feelings that you're feeling out loud, like, I feel hurt. Um, I feel disappointed. I feel hopeful. I'm craving closeness. Just let it exist. Let it come out. Speak it and let it be what it is. That's what I'm saying. Don't judge it. Just speak the true feeling. Don't rush to fix it or label it as wrong or right. Just do it. Ask it what it's trying to show you and what the truth is. What truth are you trying to see through these feelings? So feel them, say them out loud, and ask what is the underlying truth of that emotion. Your future choices in love, connection, spiritual relationships come from clarity, not old fog, not the past. It's just an underlying energy feeling that is actually trying to help you line up your mind, your heart, and your spirit so they're not fighting each other. That's it. That's the underlying energy. Make sure you go out and get you some of that pedalite. Is that what it was? Yeah, go out and get you some pedalite. I'm gonna go get me some. But just know that it's gonna pass. It'll pass, and you'll be moving right on to victory and the star. All that's coming. Powerful changes are coming. A win-win outcome is coming. Know that all of this is not for naught. It's for you, not to you. And I sent you so much love, so much healing, and good luck in the Mercury retrograde in Pisces. Bye.